So he was basically like offering like I think hundreds of billions of dollars for part of the coastline of Eastern Africa. And then like we had like a couple of nations there that had represented the African Union, and they fucking agreed to it because of course they did. And you know what he did next? He proposed that China join the African Union. I got hit with fucking COVID, dude. Yeah, okay, cool. Stream's going. Yeah, I got hit with COVID real bad for a couple days there. It was a good 4-day patch where it was brutal. Okay, so now that we've secured a lot of Central Africa, I think we're going to go ahead and focus on trying to get out a bit of a navy. I have been researching towards submarines. Hemu, you ain't conquered shit. It's the default borders of Ethiopia. Look at the diplomatic map, Condor. All of this is mine. I just chose to puppet them so that we can core them later, because you can't core compliance. Let me go ahead and leave that. But anyway, we currently own Central Somalia, Somaliland, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, the Congo, and Angola. They're all of our satellites. And they will be integrated and turned into cores. That's what we're gonna do there. So, calm your tits. We have territory, all right? I think we're done with our focus tree for the most part, yeah. So we'll probably go on one of these. Probably air production. All right, who do we wanna decrypt? Probably would be a good idea to start on America. We never know when we're gonna have to deal with America deciding that they wanna get, you know, involved with everything. I still find it so funny in this scenario that Barack Obama vassalized both China and Japan in a 4-year span. Like, it's Mitt Romney now, but Obama secured America's future in this timeline, which is really fucking funny. What will end up happening in this game is after a certain point, we're gonna be big enough that any war that we do, we will have to fight a major power. And once that's the case, we need to have a navy, because if we don't, one, we'll never be able to go navally invade them and actually end the war, and two, we're just gonna constantly have to be afraid of getting our coastline invaded. So we need a lot of submarines. Like, I want at least 50 or so, probably in the next 4 or 5 years. We'll just keep leasing dockyards, because leasing dockyards gives you access to 3. You just have to pay for them. What are we building right now? Mills. Okay. In that case, we'll do arms industry stipends, so we get the 25% construction bonus. Oh, we're asteroid mining. I completely forgot that we had asteroid mining activated. I don't know what dictates when you can and can't asteroid mine. I think you have to get over a certain GDP or something, but when you can, it's really fucking nice. So we got enough political power. Let's go ahead and go for that. Spend our operations and we'll pull some more into orbit. This is like a really baseline sort of model for like early asteroid mining. I know the Millennium Dawn dev team has like a lot more they want to do with it. They just haven't gotten around to it yet, unfortunately. Which is a shame, because for what I've seen of what they want to do, it's just so impressive. All right, I think we're chilling. I didn't fucking research armament, so we have no guns on our submarines. Our submarines are literally running around with nothing on them. They're just for intimidation purposes. Our fleet of submarines will just show up, they'll go above water, and they'll make everyone run away. Because, you know, they can't actually do a fucking thing. Ramming, yeah, they can ram, I guess. We can do that. Fuck. Well, good thing I saw that before I produced like 40 submarines, go into a war with Japan and be like, oh, why aren't their ships sinking? Delayed shipment from our asteroid mining operations have come in and have generated many revenues. These shipments include platinum, gold, and silver. Putting the revenues to good use would be wise. So that's actually not why asteroid mining is so valuable. Like, rare materials like this might be kind of useful in the beginning of it, but the real value of asteroid mining is to like be able to construct everything you need for space in orbit. Millennium Dawn has decided, oh, there we go. All right, cool. Congo can become a puppet, good. The quicker we can integrate Congo, the quicker we can get cores on all of those lovely resources which we need to produce lots of military equipment, which we will definitely be using for humanitarian purposes. And not wars of aggression, because we are a good democracy-loving Ethiopia. Yep. What do you mean? Hoi 4 is historic and realistic. Ah, yes, of course. Guys, don't you know I use this as a simulator so that one day I can go back in time and I can control Germany and I can win World War II. I swear, that's half of the people I meet in multiplayer. Oh yes, Chinese predatory investment. Yes, always. Always! No. Condor, they're just nice people who want to help us out with some foreign investment. That's all this is. I'm sure they don't have any ulterior motives. The Chinese don't do that. They're just really caring, good people. You want to help out their neighbors in Africa. This is a really good time to talk about like one of my favorite things. I always forget about this until I play Africa games in Hawaii. When I was in high school, I'm gonna pause because I want to tell this. It's really funny. When I was in high school, I started a Model UN club, and we did lots of Model UN stuff, which is basically like you simulate the United Nations. It's supposed to teach you like public speaking, diplomacy, all that kind of stuff. And the biggest event we ever had in my high school, we did like a simulation of the UN, and like we got everyone to basically like make proposals. And some of the proposals got pretty crazy. I won't go over most of them. I'm only gonna go over one. There was this one kid, what was his name? I think his name was Wei or something like that. He was a weird dude, but he was very smart. And he was in Model UN, we all like basically represent nations, and he was representing China. The man was a fucking meme. So his proposal, he gave like a 3-minute speech to all of us basically about like the need for China to basically help Africa rise up to fight the West, etc. And then basically he ended with this proposal. Well, he proposed buying like, I think most of the Tanzanian coastline. So basically, his argument was that Tanzania, I think it was Tanzania or Kenya, they're basically so poor that they'd be willing, possibly, if China paid them enough money to sell their coastline. So he was basically offering, like, I think hundreds of billions of dollars for part of the coastline of Eastern Africa. And then, like, we had, like, a couple nations there that had represented the African Union, and they fucking agreed to it, because of course they did. And you know what he did next? He proposed that China join the African Union. The man was just role-playing and having a great time. It was such a fucking meme. He's like, all right, now that China is a member of Africa, we would like to formally request joining the African Union. I think they said yes, too, because again, it was not realistic. It was just really fucking funny, but yeah, China buying part of Africa joining the African Union. That was my favorite thing I ever saw in Model UN. So fucking... I mean, it's not like outside of the box because China already controls so much economic interest in Africa, but fucking me, man. Since when do we have all this debt? We have 649 billion. Sorry, what? What the fuck is this? Oh, it was because we're in total war. Huh. Boys, I almost had a heart attack. I was like, where the fuck is 40 billion coming from? Because we're in total war. Yeah, we'll go down to that. Good God. All right, cool. We're running a surplus. Oh, I almost had a heart attack. All right, War of Namibia. We're good to go. This should basically be instantaneous. We have to call them into the war, don't we? That might help. There we go. Namibia is like, what military? No, we don't do that here. I think they only have 3 units. That's embarrassing. I'm gonna annex their coastline because I want to build lots of dockyards. Ethiopia and Namibia is gonna look really, really nice on the map, I think. It'll make a lot of sense. All right. I want the coastline. I guess we'll just take the whole fucking thing. All right, we almost have torpedo 1s, which I guess we can use. What I'm gonna do, I think, is I'm just gonna keep producing submarines, like the version I currently have. And then once we get like proper modern torpedoes, I'll just retrofit them. Because we start with no naval technology at all, obviously, because we're landlocked as Ethiopia. So we have to research everything. I swear if you ever kill Chad, I'm never gonna forgive you. That's a Chad, if I've ever seen one. It's a Chad, ruler of Chad. We need the perfect land borders of Africa, man, so we are gonna have to kill Chad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It will have to happen. I will delay it as long as I can. How about that? All right, now we wait for Zambia. We're at that point of the game where we're really just conquering stuff. I mean, Zara Selassie is now built up his economy. I mean, guys, we started with 2 factories and both of them were mills. We're up to 205 now in 2018. Over the course of 18 years, we have transformed this fucking nation. It's absolutely ridiculous. Oh boy. All right, guys, we're getting close to an actual world war right now. When the UNAS... There it is, boys! Nationalist Brazil under Bolsonaro in 2018. Bolsonaro's Brazil is now in a faction with nationalist Russia. Holy shit. Oh boy. This game just got a lot spicier. And they're at war with America! Oh fuck! Y'all are They're not in a faction. But the NATO should join. Oh, poor Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney's gonna have to fight the Brazilians and the Russians. Oh no, this is cursed. Good thing we fucking left this faction, guys. We were in this faction until like a little bit ago when I left it. Well, that will not end well for Brazil. Yeah, America's at war with Russia now. 21 influence and we can annex to Congo. Come on, I want it. We're so close. There it is, boys. Ethiopia integrates the Congo Kingdom. Delegates from Ethiopia and the Congo Kingdom have announced today that the Congo Kingdom will be integrated into Ethiopia. The kingdom has been an autonomous state for quite some time and has become increasingly reliant on Ethiopia in the past months. It is quoted as, "It only makes sense for the 2 parties involved." Sure, that's what it is. All right, we got 23 billion. They had no debt, and we got a little bit of their international investments too. So, and we core it. So again, guys, this is an important reminder. The only way you get cores in Millennium Dawn is to puppet them and diplomatically annex them like we just did. Now, all this is our cores. If you annex them, even if you get all of your compliance, you will never get cores. So if you want cores, this is how you do it. I feel bad for him being a ginger. It must be hard having to look like that. I don't know about that. Well, I've known a lot of women. I've known quite a few women who explicitly love ginger guys. Just saying. It's a thing out there. I mean, like, I know it's like one of those things that's probably very polarizing, right? But like, I've met more than a couple women who explicitly said like they absolutely love redheads. Just saying. And obviously it's popular with guys too. So I don't know if that's so true, man. China's in the process of pushing into Eastern Russia. So that's the present state of the war. I think the war will probably be fought in Russia for the most part, and then Brazil will get navally invaded. We could send volunteers to help out over there if we want. We can send 3. I'm gonna send some special forces to help them. We're gonna send our finest boys to help against the American threat in the East. We will send them underneath our greatest general, Johannes Gebremeskel Tesfamariam. I apologize for that. I tried. Here you go. You can have some of my air too, because I'm a nice guy. I just sent you rhymes in DC. Not my best work. I will go look at it in just a moment, but it will do. All right. These are the rhymes sent to us by Castitis. I apologize if I said your name wrong. I start watching this man, seeing what he can do. His voice sounds better than Maroon 5. Seeing him being aggressive and fighting right. He's playing as Ethiopia, saving his people from pneumonia. God damn it. Because of him, Ethiopia has public health care. Now Ethiopians are having fun. Cambodians fear him. Even Ukraine tried to kill him. Now this game is like shitty chaos sim. True. Even Laos is at war with someone. Ukraine is acting all fierce and shout that they have an idea what they're doing. Too bad crime still became Russian. And this fuss in Ethiopia let Russians cruise in Donetsk. Blowing trumpets left and right. Now Ukrainian kids can take a kite. Now I'm gonna drop the mic and wish this man to rise on this site. Very nice. Very nice. That was solid, man. We have our 3 submarines now. They have no weapons on them, by the way, guys, because we hadn't researched torpedoes. So these submarines literally don't do anything until we refit them. The subs get so good the more modern they get. Oh boy! America has navally invaded the northern coast of Brazil. Brazil doesn't look like they probably have the troops to push that back. Nope. But to be fair, America's using god-awful motorized. Speaking of units, god damn it. I stopped paying attention and I got my units surrounded. Pretty straightforward. Blue is Western aligned, semi-democratic usually. The green is emerging outlook, socialist but not always. And then the sort of brownish color is nationalist. So obviously democracies and Western aligning ideologies dominate. And then there's the black, which is Salafist, aka militant Islam. So Saudi is militant Islamist. Disgusting. We don't have any radar or sonar. We don't have any engines. It'll work. She floats. She floats. That's all that matters. Nothing else matters in a submarine. Does she go underwater? Not well. Not well, I'll be honest, but it's fine. Again, I think we've pretty much decided at this point that these submarines are only for ramming purposes. They're basically Greek triremes. Their only job is to just ram the enemy and like... Italy declared war on Egypt? It's full on, it's just full on communist Italy at this point. They declared war on Egypt. The thing that really is rough for us as Ethiopia, as an African country, is you only get up to 5 research slots. So you're basically always at a huge disadvantage compared to the West. Because, for example, Germany has probably 13 slots right now, maybe 14. America has 11. So they are doing double the research we are. Which means we have to always like choose the most optimal ones. It just makes it a lot harder for us to be able to compete. Which I understand the reasoning for, but it does make it very difficult. And then like, at this point, we basically just have to prepare for a war of NATO and or America, but getting to that point, we just need so much. Oh God, this is just the grind portion of this game. And it's brutal, man. It's brutal. Because also the game is lagging so much. I mean, look how slow time is going on speed 5 now.